We have DesJean in studio, who is CEO of OIC, correct?
I am. Good morning. Good morning.
So do me a favor. Turn their microphone. We got talking to a side, just like that. See, we got to get her a podcast. Yeah, but in the side, like raise it up high. There you go.
Look at me.
You in there now. Yeah, and we also have Kim and Chris in studio. Good morning, brothers. How y'all doing?
Doing pretty good. I'm happy to be here.
Doing great.
Okay. Now, DesJean, let me start with you. Talk to us a little bit about, you've been in studio before with OIC. Let refresh our listeners as far as the organization, what you guys do.
Absolutely. OIC of Oklahoma County, we are a school for adult students. We have been proud to serve the Oklahoma County community for 59 years. What we do, Terry, we specialize in gap education, helping adults get basically from here to there. And whatever it is that means for them, whether it's helping them to get their GED or learn English or learn computers so that they can get back to work, or start a business. We are proud to start through ARPA funding. We've got our new Bridge2Tech program, and we've got an app development workshop, and these gentlemen are going to be talking about that. But mostly what we do, we recognize in Oklahoma County that sometimes people just need a little help. Yeah. And education and training is the way to do that. And so we take people arm in arm and help walk them through the next things that are going to help them become a better version of themselves and accomplish all of their goals and dreams.
But before we go to the guys, I just want to dig in a little bit deeper. You said gap in education. I've never heard that before. And that's it. And it seems like that's a term where, because sometimes people feel bad.
Absolutely.
Just whatever they experienced, maybe they dropped out, or life just happened. Hey, I had a baby. I had to help the family start working. And then you look up 20, 30 years go by, and that's something that still bothers a lot of people going back, and they just don't have the time, or life happens and they can't or choose not to do.
Absolutely. One of the things we recognize, when society talks about someone being a high school dropout, what is important for us to remember is that whatever the series of events or circumstances were that happened to them, they were a child when it happened. Yeah. And it's the result of academic trauma. It's the adults in their lives that didn't do something. I know that when we think about the persona of a high school dropout, we think of the girl who got pregnant or was promiscuous, or the boy who fell in with the wrong crowd. Yeah. That's not even the most of what we hear. It's the oldest child, and dad went down and they went to work so that they could help mom and make sure that their brothers and sisters made it through school. It's, families that generationally had experienced academic trauma. And so it's not that they don't find value in education. It's that it's a system that never really worked for them. And so we meet adults 25, 35, 50, 60, 70 years old that for them, the public school system didn't work. Yeah. And very often they'll think, well, it's too late for me. And what we recognize at OIC, it's never too late. And now is always the right time. A person can go back, they can earn that diploma that they missed, and they can shed the shame of everything that happened that caused them not to get it. They can get off the couch and start that business. Oklahoma, we take a lot of hits for where we rank educationally. I think we're 49th in the country. But the truth of the matter is Oklahoma has a really intense and excellent system of community colleges and career tech systems. Do you know, Lana, that we've got some career tech programs where you can go in, take that program, 24 months later, you come out ready to make $70,000.
Hey.
And I'm going to tell you, that's some cheese right there.
Yeah, that's a big block of cheese.
But what happens is when people have experienced academic trauma, they don't think they've got 18 months or 24 months in them. That's where OIC comes in. We specialize in that gap. How can we work with you to help you with life skills, help you with soft skills, help you with basic education so that like I can do that. Yeah. Like our Bridge2Tech program, we looked at the tech landscape in Oklahoma and we thought to ourselves, how can we help pipeline people into technology jobs? when they don't recognize, like, man, I can't go over to the career tech and take that 24 months. My life is not set up like that. Well, here's what I'll say. Do you have 4 months? If you have 4 months in you and you'll let us partner with you, we can help change your life.
Oh, that's good.
You know, and we can partner with you and make sure that you have all of the things you need to really test your affinity. And so after 4 months, you realize, man, I did that.
Yeah.
I did that, and I can do this. And we pipeline you into a job so that now you recognize, I can go do that 18 months and come out making $70,000 a year.
Wow.
I can learn how to build an app and start my own business, build apps for churches, for your small business or whatever. And so it's those gaps. Those gaps are really the result of a lack of confidence.
Yep.
Because someone in your educational journey hasn't told you that, let me tell you, you enough and you can do this thing. And that's what we do. We really rebuild people at OIC. We just use education and training as the vehicle to do it.
That's good.
So how do you navigate? Someone's listening right now and, you know, they have that fear of disappointment within themselves, you know, that they have that fear of just being fearful, starting over. What if this doesn't work? What if this? What if that? How do you get that person right now that's listening?
Yeah.
How do you get them out of that mind frame into making that phone call?
What I do, Lana, is I get them in the building.
Okay.
That if we can just get them in this space, it's our responsibility to hold on to that hope for them.
Yes, ma'am.
And to address every single fear that they'll have. Okay. You know, what if, like, what if I don't read well enough? Well, that's okay, because we have a community literacy program where we train tutors to work with adults who cannot read or who don't read well. And so we can get you through those fears. An interesting thing happens in the classrooms, when we encounter, when students reach that point of trauma, where they recognize in the classroom when they were in the 5th grade, the teacher who said to them, the problem is you.
Wow.
You're never going to be able to learn anything.
Wow.
And I know we like to believe that doesn't happen, but it happens.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Yes,
And
it does.
so what they need to hear is someone else tell them, listen, this is not your fault.
That's right.
And if you'll keep showing up, then we'll keep showing up for you. And I promise you, we're going to get you over that hump and get you into the next phase so that you can celebrate.
Yeah.
You ought to see an OIC graduation. Boy, I'll tell you, it's a club-like atmosphere.
I can
People
imagine.
throwing confetti, holding hands up in the air. You know, because you haven't lived until you've seen a grandparent graduate. Getting their high school diploma, and their grandkids and their children are there
I love that.
saying, like, we knew you could do it.
Yes.
Until you've seen a husband who his wife of 23 years didn't even know that he didn't graduate from high school.
Yeah.
And now they can be there to celebrate with him this new accomplishment. Or someone who, you know, they worked in food service all their lives, and now they've come and they've learned how to use computers, and they're preparing for a brand new career.
I love it.
You know, it's all of that, giving people back, you know, that confidence and hope that you can accomplish the next thing, and you don't have to do it by yourself.
Yeah, that's good. I want to transition to the guys here. Let me start with Kim. Kim, pull the microphone. Oh, you're up there. Talk to us a little bit about the program and what you're doing and what you want to share with us.
Yeah. So the big thing that I want to share today is about our app development workshop we have on August 8th and 9th. August 8th is from 5:30 to 8:30 p.m. And on the 9th is from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. And I'm really excited about this. This is the thing, I honestly, ever since I started the Bridge2Tech with DesJean and what they did, I've been excited about this app development workshop because a lot of people want to build a mobile app. You know, like, mobile is the future. Like, you know, everybody's had the phone, everyone has a tablet, and I can show you in 2 days how to build a mobile app from beginning to end.
Yeah.
And I think that's so exciting because everyone wants to have a side hustle. Everyone wants to make some money. And it's easy to just build an app and show people, okay, I can do this, right?
Yeah.
Because I think a lot of people, when you start telling them about tech, they kind of get intimidated because they think it's really complicated. But there's so many tools out here. Everyone knows about ChatGPT. Everyone knows about these different AI tools out there, right? And even if you don't, I'm going to teach you how to use these tools to build an app faster, more efficiently, right? And that's just something that I've really been really passionate with and teaching people, because especially in our communities, I feel like sometimes we're kind of left behind on some of these things. And I want to be able to show people it's not hard. And I want to show you the way and how you could do it. And also, if you want to be able to do our Bridge2Tech program in a, more expanded fashion, you can come to our program and I can teach you step by step how to really get technical with it.
Can I interject real quick, because I want his words to land stronger?
Okay.
DesJean, she brings the ethos. I bring the data. Both of them are necessary.
Yes, sir.
There are going to be 700,000 jobs in the next 10 years in the tech industry. In the tech industry alone. The annual median income for an American household is $48,000 a year. The annual median income for a tech job is $100,000 a year. So in the tech industry alone, you can double your salary. Only 7% of the tech field is black.
Wow.
So I need these words to really land. What we're providing is access. People talk about reparations. This is a form of our reparation. We got to get up and take advantage of it. I'm going to let Cam continue. I just need his words to land stronger so people listen harder.
Yeah. And would you say that boots on the ground, as far as teaching them, as far as the tech is concerned, as mobile apps or whatever, they just have to get over the fear or let that go?
I think it's got to give up the fear. I think that's the big thing. I think a lot of times it's the fear of the unknown. Yeah. And just sometimes people get intimidated by something that's new, right? And I always tell them, I say, hey, just do every day. Like, just practice on what you're learning every single day, and you'll get there. Like, I know so many people that went from making $20,000 and now they're making $200,000. And I've taught some of those people that are making that type of money. Really? And they come back to me and say, Cam, you changed my life. And I knew I would change their life, but sometimes the first day, they're not really sure, because, they're kind of trying something new. They don't know if it's going to work out. Maybe they're going to go back to working at CBS, whatever it is. Nothing wrong with that, right?
Of course.
But I want all of us to do better, right?
Sure.
So I'm always pushing everyone I know. Anytime I see them, I say, hey, I'm going to challenge you. I want you to be able to do this, because you can. Like, there's no reason why you can't do it. Because you see someone else that maybe looks smarter than you, whatever it is. It's not even really about smarts. I think that's a myth that people kind of misconstrue. Is like, I'm not the smartest person in the world, but I've been doing this for over 7 years, and I've taught people that are doing. Some people do way better than me. Yeah, you know what I mean. Yeah. And I want everyone I teach to do better than me. Yeah. I don't want to be the person that's doing the best of people I taught. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, I want them to be able to come up to me, and maybe one day I come up to them and say, hey, man, maybe you can give me an opportunity, So,
builder,
exactly.
Builder.
I like that.
Here. I like that.
Yeah.
But what I want to do is I want to stay on building, but I want to pull it back and let's talk about the foundation of building. Not so much about the program, but the person, because sometimes they're dealing with some insecurity issues. How do you build up their self-esteem?
Real quick, I just want to chime in on this. It's really about increasing their comfortability in those places, in those environments. And with our program, there's no training, no pre-training necessary. Cam is basically going to gear you up to have a solid foundation knowledge in that industry, where you'll get in the room with people and you'll know exactly what they're talking about. And that alone makes people feel comfortable. Now, they do have a lot of situations that they're dealing with before they come to OIC. We do have a lot of supporting partnerships that can assist them with some of these struggles. But the main thing is just being comfortable when you're in those rooms. And that's what a lot of our people lack.
Do you think, I'm looking at the three of you, and if I were to walk in the organization, I would be comfortable because I see me. Do you think that helps for people to see people that look like us to be comfortable in this setting? I'm already dealing with insecurities. I have some challenges in my education, a disconnect, and I've been maybe a little bit embarrassed to talk about it, but you guys can help to restore me. Do you think that helps when I walk in and I see us?
1,000,000%. And I mean, historically, if you look back, we've somewhat struggled since integration with that. If you look back at our schooling, pre-integration, we produce some very solid scholars because of that fact alone, that comfortability of walking in and seeing people with a foundation of knowledge that look like you. So, 1,000,000%, if that's even the phrase. Yeah, definitely. Seeing individuals who, as a reference base to you, is the beginning. Yeah. You don't even get off the block if you don't see that.
Yeah.
So someone calling, and they want to get more information. Of course, I want you to give out your phone number. But let's say that they come up to your establishment. Is there anything that they need to bring? Do they need to bring an old transcript or anything?
2 forms of ID are necessary, to enroll in our program.
Okay. And the phone number?
405-235-9999. 2651.
I like those pauses.
Yeah.
And you got a thumbs up, too.
And lastly, I'm not putting you on the spot or anything like that, but those that are listening, you just gave that number out, 405-235-2651, and either one of you guys can answer this. Why should they make that call, and why should they make that call today?
They should make that call today. A lot of things that they're struggling with in their everyday life can be fixed. The best form of public assistance is employment. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing is we're providing education and training to better employment. And I just want to mention, on top of the app workshop development that we have on the 8th and the 9th, correct? Mm-hmm. We also have a evening GED program, and that will begin September 15th. It is a program designed to get you your GED in 10 weeks or under.
Oh, wow.
Yes, most definitely. Now, there is a placement test that's required before they enter the program, but pending their scores on that placement test, they will be eligible for the class, and we will see that they have that diploma in 10 weeks or under.
Yeah, that's good. Thanks.
So they can call 405-235-2651.
Yes.
And also, is there a physical address you can provide for us?
Yes, it is 3033 North Walnut Avenue, Building East.
Okay.
Good deal.
All right.
Building East.
All right. Well, anything else? Anybody want to mention anything else? We covered pretty much everything. Yeah. Okay.
All right.
I'm going to give the website.
Okay. Go.
Okay. Yes. www.oicokc.org.